Have you ever met someone's gaze and felt an immediate, unspoken connection, as if they were seeing a reflection of your innermost self? A moment so profound it stills you, where you feel truly seen, not just observed. What if that sense of depth comes from a place far beyond simple sight? What if your eyes are a quiet testament to the unique current of energy you carry into the world, a signature that others can feel? The great rivers of wisdom that flow through human history teach a simple truth: all of life is connected through unseen patterns. Yet, there is a particular insight, often overlooked in our busy world, that connects our physical being to our inner essence. Consider this perspective. The color of your eyes is not an accident of nature. It isn't just a roll of the genetic dice. It can be seen as a living reflection of your fundamental nature, the quiet current that guides the major streams of your life, often without your conscious notice. Reflect on this. Haven't you observed how people with certain qualities of the eye seem to follow similar streams in life? How they appear to share a certain unmistakable presence that goes beyond simple chance? How sometimes a simple glance can convey a deep sense of a person's inner landscape? The ancient sages understood this. They knew how to sense a person's inner path by observing their presence. They saw that the light in your eyes holds a key to your life's journey, the unique way you are meant to contribute to the great flow of life. Here is a point of deep reflection. So many of us live in opposition to our own inner stream. We swim against our own deepest currents, wondering why the journey feels so arduous, why we feel a disconnect from our path, why we cannot find our community of fellow travelers. If you have ever felt you are here for a greater unfolding but cannot see the path, I invite you to stay with us. The perspective we are about to share could illuminate the way you see yourself. This profound sense that there is more to your journey is not a fantasy. The feeling that you are here for a specific purpose, that your life holds a meaning you can't yet fully hold, is real. It is your inner self, reaching out to your mind through the universal language of your being. From a place of deep awareness, we find that every person carries an inner template, a pattern that exists in the shared river of human consciousness. These are not mere ideas. They are currents of energy that shape who we are, our connections, our work, and even our deepest beliefs. Ancient wisdom suggests these inner currents are linked to our physical forms, most notably to the very eyes through which we see the world. Let us share an insight our modern world often misses. The way light reflects in your eyes is like your own personal signature in the universe. It is nature's way of showing your particular energy. The patterns within your iris do more than just manage light. They are a physical expression of your inner constitution, your inherent way of being. Think of every person who has ever looked into your eyes and seemed to understand something deep about you instantly. Think about why you feel an effortless connection to some and a quiet sense of distance from others just from their gaze. This is not arbitrary. It is a recognition of inner nature. The builders of the great pyramids held this knowing. They believed the eyes were a gateway to our true self, and that different hues pointed to different spiritual paths. The wise ones of the Celtic lands could sense a person's life journey by quietly studying their eyes. Healers from every continent have always understood that our gaze reveals the spirit's chosen way of being in this life. Yet, here is a source of great struggle. Our modern way of life has taught us to dismiss this knowing. We have been guided to see our eye color as insignificant, a matter of mere chance. We are taught to ignore the innate wisdom our ancestors held as sacred. And what is the result? Countless people moving through life feeling adrift from their core path. They try to fit into roles, connections, and ways of living that clash with their innate temperament. They feel weary, lost, and heavy because every single day they are swimming against their own life current. If you have ever felt like you are struggling against an invisible river, that there is a constant force you are fighting, this insight is for you. The truth is, your own being has been communicating something vital about your path from your first day. but you've been conditioned to overlook the message. You have been taught to see your eyes as a simple feature, instead of recognizing them as the compass for your inner journey. Let's begin with the most universally present eye color, which holds a truly profound quality: brown. If you have brown eyes, you may have been told all your life that this color is common or simple. This is one of the greatest misunderstandings, because brown eyes reflect the most essential of callings. Those with brown eyes are the keepers of stillness. Their journey is to be the grounding presence for those around them. They are the ones who create the quiet space for others' journeys, who bring stability amidst chaos, who build the foundation on which all other paths can be explored. Here is what makes this presence so potent. The rich, deep quality of the iris mirrors a profound connection to the steady, unchanging earth. It speaks of an ability to access a quiet strength that has been part of life for millennia. This is why individuals with brown eyes often feel like ancient travelers. They carry a sense of deep knowing within them. They are naturally pulled toward comforting, guiding, supporting, and protecting. They possess a remarkable ability to make others feel secure and heard, even in brief encounters. But here is the subtle challenge for this path. This mission to be a caretaker for others can lead to forgetting to care for oneself. They become so focused on providing stillness for all, they can lose touch with their own journey upward. They offer support until they are empty, wondering why they feel so depleted among those who cherish them. The path for those with brown eyes is to learn the balance between providing a steady hand and becoming a selfless pillar. They are here to show humanity how to be deeply rooted in wisdom, while also reaching for the open sky. They are the connection between the ground beneath our feet and the stars above. Cultures of old honored brown eyes as a sign of inner wisdom. In many spiritual paths, they were seen as markings of earth guardians, souls who chose to walk this life with a specific focus on helping humanity find its footing. It was believed they could channel the resilient wisdom of the earth itself. If you have brown eyes, you have surely noticed how others naturally seek your counsel. Acquaintances share their deepest truths with you. Friends consistently seek your guidance. The young and the innocent are calmed by your presence. This is no accident. It is your inherent nature creating a field of safety and wisdom around you. But here is the wisdom you must hold. Your journey isn't to carry everyone else's burden. It is to be a living example of what it means to be rooted in ancient strength while still continuing your own growth. You are here to show others how to be both the mountain and the sky. If you have brown eyes, and you are now seeing the true source of your grounding strength, share the part of the world you are in. Let's feel how many guardians of stillness are with us. Observational studies of human behavior align with this. They show that people with brown eyes often exhibit higher capacities for empathy, connection, and what is known as practical wisdom. They tend toward lives of service, build lasting relationships, and often express a deep sense of responsibility for the wellness of their communities. Your brown eyes are not common, they are sacred. They are the mark of a soul who chose a challenging path, to hold space for the world's journey while navigating your own. Every time you see your reflection, you are looking at the eyes of one who volunteered for one of the most vital roles on this shared journey. Blue eyes reflect one of the most potent and often misunderstood inner patterns. If your eyes are blue, you have likely been described as having an intense or clear gaze, or that people feel transparent when you look at them. This is not about being intimidating. It flows from your path as what ancient wisdom might call a bearer of clarity. The way light moves through a blue iris creates a unique experience of perception. People with blue eyes possess what we could call an enhanced recognition of patterns. They can see through complexity, confusion, and illusion more readily than others. This is why those with blue eyes often report feeling. They can sense a person's true state of being. They feel when words don't align with feelings, when someone's actions are not in harmony with their heart. Their journey is to serve as beacons of clarity for those around them. But here is the inner challenge this path presents. This ability to perceive underlying truths can lead to a sense of separation or a guarded heart. They can often perceive things about others that are difficult to hold. Seeing the space between what people present and what they truly feel can make connection feel fragile or incomplete. The journey for blue eyes is to learn to use their gift of clarity for healing, not for judgment. They are here to help others gently see their own truth and connect with their authentic selves. They are the ones who can create a space for another's complete story, in both its light and its shadow. Ancient northern traditions saw blue eyes as a sign of the sky gazers, those who could perceive spiritual truths that were hidden from plain sight. Celtic wisdom suggested that children with blue eyes were born with an ability to see the delicate veils between worlds. In many shamanic lines, blue eyes were seen as signs of natural visionary potential. If your eyes are blue, you have probably observed that others either feel an immediate ease with you or an immediate distance. There is often no middle ground. This happens because your quiet energy encourages others to meet their own truth. You generate what we could call a field of clarity around you that makes it hard for others to hide behind their usual masks. The patterns of human behavior affirm this. Blue-eyed individuals often excel in fields requiring deep analysis, pattern spotting, and what is called truth discernment. They are often drawn to paths of inquiry, discovery, philosophy, or any pursuit that requires looking beyond the surface to find a deeper order. Your blue eyes are not merely striking. They are instruments of awareness. They are the mark of a soul that chose to be a living vessel of clarity for humanity. Every time you meet someone's gaze, you are quietly inviting them into a space of greater truth and authenticity. If you have blue eyes and you have always felt this ability to sense beyond the surface, share with me in the comments a moment when your deep knowing about someone proved to be true. Let us support one another in our journey of clarity. Here is what you must understand about your path. Your purpose isn't to expose everyone's falsehoods or to point out their masks. Your purpose is to create such a safe space of truth that others feel they can put down their masks on their own. You are here to model what it means to live in your own truth, to show others that they don't have to hide their real selves from you. The world needs your gift of clarity now more than ever. We live in an era of deep distraction, illusion, and shallow connections. Your blue eyes are your soul's mark, signifying you as someone who can help guide others back to their own authentic heart. Green eyes are the least common hue, appearing in a small fraction of the world's people. This is not an accident. It reflects a very specific and potent energy. Those with green eyes carry a transformative current. They are here to be catalysts for change in all they meet. The unique way that light interacts with a green iris reflects a unique inner quality. Green-eyed individuals reside in what ancient teachings call the space between, the threshold where one state of being meets another. They are natural bridge builders, able to help others move from one season of life to the next. This is why people with green eyes often feel like they don't entirely belong in any single group. They can seem too direct for some, too mystical for others, too grounded for the spiritual circles, and too spiritual for the material world. This is not a shortcoming. It is their very nature. They are meant to stand in the spaces that connect different worlds. The core journey for green eyes is to serve as an awakening force for others' growth. They have a mysterious ability to enter someone's life at the precise moment that person is ready for a profound shift. They are the ones who ask the questions that cause old foundations to tremble, who share insights that change everything, who foster the conditions for a breakthrough. But here is the inner challenge they often face. This catalytic energy can create intensity in relationships. People feel powerfully drawn to them, undergo swift growth or deep change, and then sometimes must step away to absorb the transformation. People with green eyes can feel as though they are always being left just as a connection deepens. Old Celtic lore held that green eyes were signs of the changemakers, those who could help others reshape their own nature. Mystery schools taught that green-eyed initiates had a special connection to the energies of renewal and rebirth. In many nature-based traditions, green eyes were seen as a mark of shamanic potential. If your eyes are green, you have likely seen how your presence seems to quicken the pace of life. People encounter you and suddenly things begin to move. Old patterns break, new doors open. Hidden truths come to the light. You are like a conduit for the energy of transformation itself. Observations of human nature support this. Individuals with green eyes often show high measures of creative thinking, flexibility, and what we might call change agent behavior. They are often found in counseling, creative arts, entrepreneurship, or any path that involves helping others remake their own reality. If you have green eyes and have seen how lives seem to shift and accelerate around you, share your most profound story of change in the comments. Let us see how many souls of transformation are gathered here. Your green eyes are not just unusual, they are revolutionary. They are the mark of a spirit that chose to serve as a living catalyst for our shared evolution. Every person you meet is potentially one single insight away from a life-altering realization. Your very being is designed to help spark that transformation. Here is what you must understand about your path. Your journey isn't to impose change on others or to solve their issues for them. Your journey is to embody the energy of constant becoming so completely that you remind others of their own power to evolve. You are here to be a living example of what it means to be always unfolding, always expanding, always growing into more of who you are meant to be. The world needs your catalytic energy now, in this time of great transition. We are living in an age where old structures are giving way and new ways of being are trying to emerge. Your green eyes are your spirit's sign that you are one of the guides who can help others walk through these great changes with courage and wisdom. Hazel eyes reflect one of the most wonderfully complex inner patterns. If you have hazel eyes, people have likely told you. They seem to shift their color with your mood, the surrounding light, or even your clothing. This is not merely a physical curiosity. It is a reflection of your soul's journey, as what ancient wisdom might call a mirror of consciousness. The beautiful mix of patterns that create hazel eyes mirrors a profound psychological adaptability. Hazel-eyed individuals possess what we could call an energetic fluidity. They can naturally tune into and reflect various ways of being, depending on what a moment asks of them. They are natural adapters, capable of being precisely the presence another person needs to see. This is why people with hazel eyes often feel they hold many different selves within, that they are different people in different settings. They can be the quiet guide for one friend, the playful spark for another, and the steady protector for a third. This is not a lack of a center. It is their essential gift. The core path of hazel eyes is to serve as a mirror for other people's highest potential. They have a remarkable ability to reflect to others the very qualities those people need to find in themselves. They are the ones who can perceive another's hidden strength and help them recognize their own boundless capacity. But here is the shadow that individuals with this gift often navigate. Their profound fluidity can make them feel, at times, like they lack a solid identity of their own. They can feel they are always shifting for others, losing touch with their own unchanging self. They might ask themselves, who am I really when I am not reflecting for someone else? Ancient Mediterranean traditions held that hazel eyes were marks of the divine mirrors, souls who could reflect the highest qualities back to humanity. Celtic wisdom taught that hazel-eyed individuals had a special link to the world tree, connecting all the realms of existence. In many wisdom traditions, hazel eyes were seen as a sign of natural intuitive ability. If your eyes are hazel, you have likely heard people say that you help them see themselves in a new light. They say things like, "Because of you, I realized," or "I never saw myself that way until you showed me." This is your natural presence creating what could be called a field of a greater self. The patterns of human connection affirm this. Hazel-eyed individuals often exhibit high levels of emotional awareness, social grace, and an ability to perceive hidden talents in others. They are frequently drawn to roles in teaching, mentoring, the arts, or any field that is about helping people realize their own capabilities. If you have hazel eyes and someone has told you that you helped them discover a new part of themselves, share that beautiful story in the comments. Let's celebrate our community of living mirrors. Your hazel eyes are not just changeable, they are a force of compassionate recognition. They are the mark of a soul that chose to be a living mirror for humanity's potential. Every person you meet has a chance to see themselves more truly in your reflection, and your very nature is designed to make that recognition possible. But here is the key to your path. Your work is not to become lost in what you reflect or to be a chameleon who only adapts to what others need. Your work is to hold your own center so strongly that you can be flexible enough to help others find theirs. You are here to model what it means to be authentically adaptable, to be true to your own core while responding with wisdom to what each moment calls for. The world needs your gift of reflection now more than ever. We are in a time when many have lost touch with their own power, when they have forgotten their own inner gifts. Your hazel eyes are your soul's sign that you are here to help them remember who they truly are. Now that you have this insight into your inner pattern, here is a truth that is often misunderstood. Many believe this knowledge is just interesting information about their character. They treat it like a simple label instead of recognizing it as a compass for their life's most profound work. Your eye color does not just describe who you are. It illuminates the path of who you are becoming. It shows you the quality of being that your spirit is here to master in this lifetime. Every challenge you have known, every connection you have formed, every path you have walked has been your inner self, quietly guiding you toward this journey. Bring to mind every moment in your life when you felt the most vibrant, the most purposeful, the most connected to a current larger than yourself. See how those moments align with your inner pattern. The brown-eyed person feeling most fulfilled while providing a safe harbor for a friend in a storm. The blue-eyed person feeling most alive when they helped someone see a truth that set them free. The green-eyed person who felt most aligned when they sparked a great change in someone's life. The hazel-eyed person who felt the deepest connection when they mirrored someone's hidden potential back to them. These were not random events. These were moments of your soul recognizing that its true purpose was being lived. But this is where the real transformation can begin. So many have been living in friction with their inner journey. They have been trying to shape themselves to fit external expectations instead of honoring their soul's nature. They have been wondering why life feels like a struggle when they are moving against their own deepest current. The person with brown eyes who was told they are too gentle and tries to be distant. The person with blue eyes told they are too direct and tries to be superficial. The person with green eyes told they are too much and tries to be small. The person with hazel eyes told they are too inconsistent and tries to be rigid. This is why you have felt separate from your purpose. This is why relationships have felt like a trial. This is why work has felt empty. You have been trying to be someone else, instead of more deeply becoming who you are. If you are finally seeing why parts of your life have always felt like swimming upstream, take a moment of recognition. You are about to discover how to move with your nature instead of against it. Here is a practice of awareness for the coming week. Begin to notice the moments when you feel most full of energy and life. Observe what you are doing, who you are with, and what kind of presence you are offering to the world. These are the moments when you are flowing with your inner path. Then, gently notice the moments when you feel drained, conflicted, or disconnected. Observe what you are doing, who you are with, what you are trying to be. These are the moments you are moving against your own nature. The aim is not to remake your entire life in a day. The aim is to begin making small, Conscious shifts that honor your spirit's journey. Perhaps it's choosing to have more heartfelt conversations if you have blue eyes. Maybe it is allowing yourself to create more stillness for others if your eyes are brown. Perhaps it is embracing your role as a spark for change if your eyes are green. Maybe it's accepting your gift of adaptability if your eyes are hazel. Your inner calling is not a boundary. It is a specialization. It is your soul's way of showing you where you have the most to offer, where you can create the most profound connection, where you can find the deepest fulfillment. The wise ones of old understood this. They knew that each person's unique path was vital for the wellness of all. They knew that when each person lives in alignment with their inner truth, the entire human family is lifted. Share this insight with someone whose eyes have always held a special meaning for you. Help them discover their own path of being. And share in the comments, what is the first small change you will make to honor your soul's journey? This is not just about understanding yourself. This is about taking your place in the great unfolding of humanity. Your eye color has been a quiet clue to your purpose since the day you were born. Now that you can hear what it has been whispering, you can finally stop moving against your nature and begin to flow with it. The world needs you to walk your path. There are people waiting for the unique gift that only you can offer. There are transformations that can only unfold through your unique presence. Your eyes have been reflecting your soul's journey your entire life. Now it is time to answer the call.